get that YouTube recording started. Let's head to that murder site, shall we? Get through Alan's second section. Right, yes. Is there a new scene? Oh, wait, it was... Let's go to the final scene, I think. Oh, just staring at the wall again. Hey, Kiwi, how you doing?
Wake.
Wake. I think now I just go to the final scene and change it to the devil. The devil. Or climax. Nope, there we go. You know I'm alive? Hey, big mood right there. Yeah, so that's the way on. Except there's stuff I still don't have. And I can't remember if I get that here or, you know, later. It's a good start into the day. Yeah, it is. It really is.
The plot changed the details of the world.
Can I think I crossed this line and...
But the story had to be dark.
Yeah, no longer in the thing. Okay. Right, let's go to the second floor. Try to figure out how to get these things. This way. Don't mind me just randomly walking up terrain. It's all good. It was really weird. Like I was fine this morning. I was like, yeah, I've got this. We'll do this. I did all of the work I needed to get done, all the housework sorted, and then about half an hour before the stream started, wham, out of nowhere, everything sucks. The stream is going to be terrible because I'm a terrible streamer. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure that something did. Something just went bong. Interesting. There goes the clock. Yeah, I don't know how to get this. I can't remember. Like, I know I can come back in here and maybe that's how I do it. There's Tim again, obviously. That's the ballroom. I don't need to go in there. Just want to grab all of the things.
I just want to go. I've read. Because I can't get to that hallway from here. To the internet, because I've beaten the game now, and I really don't care. But how are we doing in chat? How are we all doing? Hopefully we're all having a better day than I am, because as I say, it started off fine, I was optimistic and hopeful, and then nothing particularly happened. Oh, right. Yes, of course. It just got bad in my brain. Anyway.
Where is that? There it is. That's what I was looking for. Please? Game? If I recall correctly, I had problems with this one last time. Please? I'm gonna get hit trying to get this. Nope, that doesn't make a difference. Game, I'm looking straight at the word, okay? I'm wondering if this one the problem is the angle, and that's what makes it a little finicky. This is a whole thing. I didn't know if I could break the... I fired that and didn't lose a round. Interesting. I didn't know if I could break the glass, you know? But... no, apparently not. I wonder if it's the scene that the stairway is set to. Hang on. Let's go back down to the ground floor and change it. If I just do it, any of them really. The word was death and the word was without light. Yeah, the word apparently does not want to be seen. I just want to grab this, and then I think that's the last collectible in the hotel, and I can leave. Again, I don't need all the collectibles, I just want to get them. Nope. That didn't change it. Right. Go back down. Go back down and turn the scene off entirely. Hey Tool, how you doing? The lyrics from, in your opinion, an underrated song? What's the song? Just as a blanket statement, I'm going to try to keep the CBT salt out of this stream because you're all sick of hearing me complain about it, but it's strong right now. The Doomed by APC. I will try to remember to check it out. Thank you. Smash. Alan's shoulders must be really, really sore. Told works there that I'm probably too sick to do a job for the foreseeable, so very much bundle of emotions, just trying to get your head down and do some work. That's fair. If we can support you in any way, Tor, of course. Both. We as a chat community and Angel and I will. Just let us know if we can help. Maybe he has titanium shoulders. That's true. He might. No, that didn't do anything. This is the one I'm missing, right? Sure. Oh, I heard the... Yes, because that's exactly where that is. Okay. Cool. Wonderful. Fantastic. Remember, chat, the center of the circle is there. Right, I believe that's everything. There's an echo in reception, but I think that's... Oh when I come back. I couldn't find those containers and I don't care that much about them. I think we're good to go. Right, to the final scene. Of course, it's blocked off now. Wonderful. But hey, if, like, silver lining, if you're too sick to work, that means more gentle horse time. So, there's an upside, I guess. There's the bunker. Lost on the shore, between the forest and the ocean, the owl and the deer reflected in motion. In his room he will hurt her, in hers he is caught. His story ends, her story does naught. This is the ritual to lead you on, your friends will meet him when you are gone.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body. Somehow it was important.
Stick your hand in there, Alan.
Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before. It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Are we still trapped? The clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker? It can help us. I destroyed the dark presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out.
It lasted only for a moment, like two planets passing in orbit. Saga Anderson was helping me go deeper, closer to escape. Somehow, I had to trust her. Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
End of part. Dun 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 dun. And hopefully you are able to get that easier job. Words. Sometimes I forget how they work. Did I pick up the record? Yes. As much as I'd love to stay and listen to the song, trying to do this in a timely fashion. May as well go and save. Legal obligation to try, but not legal obligation to it. So, you know, either be working here or getting an easier job somewhere else. I guess that's fair. Well, hopefully they realise that you're an important member of the team and do accommodate it. Anyway, I think I just leave now. Still trying to find this echo, but it might be a later thing. Yeah, I think I just leave. Head to Parliament Tower? I can't remember. Yeah, exit the hotel is my current goal, so.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
Noticed the webcam got knocked at some point, I apologise. Slightly better. So I was thinking about this shortly before the stream started, and so I'm going to go and I just want to quick save, thank you. Or manually save, I guess. Much as I saw someone the other day write that Alan Wake is the best 6 of 10 game they've ever played, and I completely agree with that statement. It is a fantastic average game. I still love it, don't get me wrong, but it's not... There's something about it. And this game is like the best 8 of 10 game I've ever played. And that hotel sequence kind of hammers home why. Like, I've played through the RPD, the Raccoon City Police Department, like 8 times at this point. Leon A, Claire B, Claire A, Leon B, twice each. And then I played it through again on hardcore. And then also, of course, Carlos goes to the RPD in Resident Evil 3. It's Resident Evil 2, I'm on about the remake specifically. And it's always genuine. Like, I know where the zombies are. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh no, jump scare.
Go to hell!
And it's always genuinely unsettling. But the hotel was creepy the first time, but like this time around, it's not really terribly unsettling. Like, it's still cool, don't get me wrong. I love the atmosphere. It's really atmospheric, but it's not the same.
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
Doesn't have the same... elicit the same emotional response, let's say. There's Barry and... I enjoyed a jump scare. Actually, I might try to highlight the audio for like a sound alert or something. Because I could redo it, of course, but it would never be the same. Something I did discover is that the jump scares, some of the jump scares in this section of the game, in the final draft version of the game, have been changed. Some happened later, some happened earlier. Keep you on your toes.
I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in. Even after he moved out west.
Good guy Barry. Don't think I need to watch these, but heck it, why not?
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
Something might be different.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world.
Maybe it did. You don't know, Alice.
It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Said it before, I'll say it again, no doubt, when I replay this, if I replay this on stream. The cure for depression is a child's tears.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
I do wonder if the lamp behind her is related to an AOG of some kind.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
Come back to that. Sounding a little disconnected from reality there, Alice. Pretty sure there's nothing down here, but I'll check it out anyway.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Alright, okay, we're good. Oh no, chat! The pictures! There. Oh wait, there's no negatives, are there? There's the developed picture. I was gonna do a whole bit, but there's no negatives for me to ruin. That's annoying. Never mind, moving on. We'll forget that happened. Into the picture. TV, sorry. It's technically a picture, I guess, but...
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Gasp.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
Goals. Right.
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of Initiation.
Right, can I reality hop? I can. Cool. So I'm gonna. Why are people so trash, by the way, chat? So I just checked my email during that cutscene, and, you know, I've made no bones of the fact that I'm seeking mental health support, and I had an email purporting to be from, like, a mental health thing, saying they were recommended by something that looked legit for the services I'm using. I get to the bottom of the email and it's like, hey, beautiful girls want to have sex in your area. So that was cool. Just added it to my spam filters. Luckily, I don't allow images in my emails, so hopefully it's all fine. And even though I opened it, nothing bad's going to happen to my computer, because again, I kind of rely on this computer a lot.
Have a nice evening.
Just, why are people trash?
It's so quiet now. Feels like I've suddenly gone deaf.
Oh yeah, I need to go back
Folks sure
to
can get loud, huh?
I don't mind it. What happened to,
because all of that stuff I need to come back for anyway, so may as well just do it later. Get in my car, try not to worry about computer viruses. Was it? Rifles. Please? Oh, right. Wrong side of the car.
Alan Wake. My name comes up, your books come up, you come up. I've read them. There are echoes of my life in there that makes me feel like someone's been watching me. What happened to Alan Wake? The unanswered mystery. Never expected to find you alive.
My head's killing me.
I think you like using people, Wake. Taking their lives and twisting them into your stories. And when someone gets hurt, it's kick-ass material for the next one. Shit! Spilled my coffee.
Take it you're not a fan then, Agent Casey.
This is not your playground, and I'm not your fucking creation.
It doesn't work that way. You can't make something out of nothing, even in the dark place where the rules hardly apply. It's very complicated to make fiction come true. I saw visions of what's happening, what will happen. Dreams. I tried to use them in my writing. I understand how dangerous it is now, even with a paralyzing amount of planning. I think I stopped writing. I think I gave up. But there's a manuscript. Maybe I forgot not to write. The dark place makes you forget. I just want to fix this. Find a version of the story that fixes everything.
Shut up! Get down! FBI!
We want the rider!
No one else needs to get hurt!
Fuck off! Shit!
Hey, what are you doing? It's Scratch. He's close.
Stay down.
Wait, I need a gun.
No chance.
FBI! Casey! Look out! It's coming! It's here! What the fuck?
Hold it! Freeze!
I had escaped the dark place. So had the dark presence. Scratch. He was here, in Bright Falls. I could feel him as a growing pressure in my head. Stronger by the minute. Why didn't he kill me with the rest? What did he want? I needed to find Casey. We were on the same side in this fight. Strength in numbers.
Well, what he wants is to apparently not kill you.
I need to protect myself. A gun and a flashlight. How nostalgic.
Do like the halfway through the game, complete reset of progress. Nice twist on expectations.
That's Casey. He was still alive.
Bright Falls was bustling.
Probably shouldn't have wasted that first shot. Adds on me.
These were the cultists the FBI were after. Were they letting themselves be taken? Or did the Dark Presence not discriminate?
Remember, chat. Wait, Restless Dreams, do you see that town in your Restless Dreams? If you're going to have an emergency supply stash, just put a single shotgun shell in
It
it.
was unbearable.
That's all you'll ever need.
Scratch was getting closer. Stronger than ever.
Casey! Look out! It's him!
Scream! My head!
Fuck. The pressure eased off. Scratch was further away. I could think again. Casey.
Casey, I'm coming!
Fuck.
Casey, I'm coming! Immediately followed by fuck. They could have thought about that writing slightly better.
Casey!
That might have been new. Those interstitial scenes. Equally, I could just have forgotten.
FBI, drop the knife! Elmo?
Suggy, you don't understand! FBC! Stay down!
Positive ID. Alan Wade. Agent Anderson. Agent Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. We'll take it from here. Out cold.
Wait. This is my case.
This is no longer an FBI investigation. The case has been transferred to us.
Bilbo Costello, you're under arrest on
This is
suspicion of
bullshit.
paranatural crime.
Noted. We're moving the evidence and paperwork from your field office to our base of operation at the sheriff's station. Any other pieces of evidence with you? Anything relevant?
The clicker. I can't trust them with it. Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. Then your work here is done. Hey, you did well.
Wait. My partner, Agent Casey's MIA.
We'll look for
He's
him.
my partner, damn it! I
Agent?
should be...
Go home.
Careful moving quick. They think he's a para-utilitarian.
No. Fuck this. I was so close to getting the clicker to wake. I'm not done here. Not until I find Casey. Not until my family is safe from this horror story.
This horror story is my stream. Oh, gotcha! Wait, that got me. Damn it! That's on me. Didn't think that one through.
Tor and Odin were in the photo with the clicker. They might know how it works. I'm off the case, but I can still visit family.
Okay, then. Time to follow the path. Yep. Banana phone.
Hello?
Saga, it's Tor, your grandfather. About time you were coming to visit, kiddo.
How did you know I was coming to see you?
Never mind that. We have bigger problems. We're losing. Oh, fuck. Fuck you, you fucking hag. Fuck.
Shit. Something is off at that nursing home.
Cynthia Weaver-related violence ensues. Did it again. Pressed the wrong thing.
The Valhalla Nursing Home. Founded in 2014 for Odin and Tor Anderson of the Old Gods of Asgard fame. For their twilight years. Built after the return comeback tour. Flip-flopped to be their farewell tour. Cut short. Cancelled. As their agent, Barry Wheeler had managed to coax a few hit songs out of them before that. Balance Lays the Demon, a couple of others. The old men rocked like their namesakes. The backstage parties got out of hand. The air was thick with smoke. Wheeler squinted. His migraine flared, booze and drugs. A rock and roll cliche. They ran off after every gig. Wheeler had security track them down to the craziest after parties.
Sorry, something was going weird with my browser. Anyway. How am I doing on item management? I could probably stand to lose a coffee charm or two. You know, add to the 5, the 5 I already had in here. There we go, that's better. Save so we don't have to go through all of those cutscenes again. Right. Where first? Well, as I can't go anywhere but this way first, I guess I'll go that way first. I think I've messed up already. Nope. The path on the map isn't really a path. It's great. Is it this? Nope. It's... I'm just going to run through the tree. Here's the path. Right, the wolves don't spawn until after I solve the puzzle. Okay, so there's a stash and then a puzzle.
Another one of those cult boxes.
1, 6, 7, 2, 8. The cult of the tree sees everything. I also really do like how the power source for the Simon Says and the circuit board, but they're in a little plastic bag to keep them waterproof. It's a nice touch.
More of those rhymes.
Where's the doll? Mother, may I go outside? May I run and play? I say to you, my daughter dear, go outside and play, but only in the light of day and only round the trees so grown. Never near the lake, my child, never may you drone. Obviously it says drown, but... for rhyming purposes.
Sure.
Now I need the shotgun. Because it's time to give the wolves their shots. I walk past the charm. Depends if I can even pick this one up. Another coffee mug. Fantastic.
Perfect for my bracelet.
Do you like how I missed both of those shots? I do. Oh, really? fantastic. Didn't even give me my shell back. My bolt back, sorry. Okay, so that's that taken care of. Where's the next collectible on the map? There is a lunchbox over there. I'll be coming back that way, so I may as well just wait to do all of that stuff. Yep, so follow the path and turn away from the nursing home. You know what? I need to... Nope. I need to not look at the shoebox. At the quick save, sorry. Use this for full heal that I picked up along the way. I love how I keep picking up full stacks of hunting rifle ammunition. It's so good. Once I'm out of crossbow bolts, by the way, I'm going to swap over to the hunting rifle. Right. That happens if you hold the trigger too long. Oh no, it's going to do it again. Yep, sure is. I don't think the crossbow kind of works as intended. God, these wolf fights are just annoying more than anything. Where are you? Just come out where I can kill you and be done with it. The wolf fall off the edge and despawn. Am I that lucky? Maybe. Hmm. Or did it just respawn where it started? I think it's a different wolf. God, I hate this. It's just so tedious. Just attack me. Okay, cool, I guess. So bored of these wolves. I really do not think that moving to open world did this game any favors. Okay, so if I go off path to the right, up here, which I could have figured out from the wool hanging thing, the hanging yarn things. Just then, I suddenly slammed into something that felt like a sturdy, well-built brick wall. I almost fell, but a strong arm grabbed me by the waist. I hardly knew what was happening. A voice reached through my confused, frightened haze like an outstretched hand. A gruff, manly voice. The deep, reassuring voice reassured me. Don't you worry, miss. I've got this. I looked up just in time to see the monster barreling through the forest at us. Just then, a blast! The monster went down like an elderly person who had lost their cane. I looked up at my saviour and saw a handsome face with dark hair. He wore a stylish tweed jacket and held up a smoking pistol. Looks like I got here just in time, he said. He smiled at me and my heart fluttered like a bird. I'll say, I thought to myself. she's got it bad. And then down here. Is this one where the key is somewhere else? Or is this the maths puzzle? Oh, it's the maths puzzle. Wonderful. Okay, chat, I'm going to try and figure this out. There's going to be a lot of just dead air for a moment while I try to figure this out, but let's see if I can actually solve the puzzle. I did ask my Discord room to, my Discord server to explain how this actually works, as I've never had to, like, my schooling did not, like, it included basic algebra, but not algebra like this. So let's see if I've learned from them, shall we? I've also already committed the cardinal sin by doing an X with 2 straight lines rather than 2 C's. So that's cool. My brain has gone completely blank, by the way, just while I'm just looking at this and it's just numbers and letters. I should really have not said I was going to do this. I know I need to balance it and do what I do to one side of the equation to the other. My problem last time, by the way, and the way my brain is working, because I was not taught how to do algebra like this, in a way that I remember, certainly, is that, to me, this is 2 separate equations, when, of course, it's just one equation. I need to check I'm doing this right before I continue further. I think I am, from what I remember, but I don't want to, you know, go completely off-piste. Don't want to look at the answer. Okay, so I was doing it right, so that's good. Let me get. That was a terrible way of writing that expression. Let's just do it here where I have more room. Doing maths I haven't had to do in years, whilst talking, so there isn't too much dead air, is really not easy. Yep. And is breaking my brain slightly, but I'll get through it. I have one value. Now for the other value. I can't be bothered to do basic maths while trying to stop dead air from happening, so I'm gonna cheat. And by cheat, I mean use a calculator, which is an accessibility tool, and is therefore not actually cheating. How many cars are in the factory? According to the algebra that I've just worked out and given myself for comedic effect, I'm saying this, obviously. I haven't actually given myself a headache doing this. But doubted myself severely. Yeah, it's the same problem as before. It's, like, all of the answers are the same. Right, I think it's 177. I could check the answer provided on the Discord server, which I kept off screen. Yes. I learned from my Discord server how to solve this problem. Thank you for the offer, though, Unstable DS. Yeah, maths in my horror video game. We need to go bigger, more stick symbols, more graffiti. I want people pissing their pants when they think about going in the woods. Spread the word. But yeah, it's the exact same puzzle. I just wanted to figure it out properly this time, rather than guessing. Thank you again to Unstable DS and Weldy Time in my Discord server for explaining how to do that, how to solve that puzzle properly. And then immediately behind me, that's a box. In this direction, yes. Okay, no need to go back. I still say, like, obviously, personal feelings about schooling aside, like I did fine at state school. Maybe if I'd gone to a private or a public school, because in the UK those are both the same thing, maybe things would have been different and I would have learned how to do algebra like that. Or learned how to apply the algebraic knowledge I have to puzzles like that, I should say. Boy, does nothing take you out of the atmosphere of a horror game faster than having to pause the game to do a maths puzzle to open a supply cache.
Tor and Odin claim to be my family. I know Logan and I never lived here. But I don't know enough about my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather was bad news. The less I knew about him, the better.
Nice, Asha.
Vote Mayor Setter to sit in office.
So I think this piece of paper only spawns once you've found all 6. So I think if this were like the 5th one, it wouldn't be here.
Meet the mayor, huh?
But you know that means chat.
Maybe I should swing by Suomi Hall.
When we go to Watery, we can pet the good boy again. So there's a manuscript page, but that's it. I think one of the new manuscript pages is in Cynthia Weaver's room. I think that's the next new one from memory. Oops.
Saga had slid into a nightmare. A growing amount of evidence said her daughter was dead. Saga couldn't accept that. Wake said it could be undone. But Wake was gone, in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Control. Casey, her only ally, was gone too. She was alone. Agent Estevez had pulled rank on her, stonewalled her, shut her out of her own case. Saga refused to give up. She needed answers. Tor and Odin Anderson would have some. A family visit then. No one could blame her for that. Saga was trapped in a horror story. It was manifesting itself around her like the darkness of a mental illness, pushing her deeper and deeper.
Sorry, I was just checking where the next final draft page is, and yes, it's the floor of Cynthia Weaver's room. For some reason, I keep getting something trapped in my arm. when I use my controller. I was wondering if it's the way I'm holding things. I meant to press that, but okay.
It's a little late for visitors, you know. I was just getting the... Oh! Saga? What's up?
Hello, Rose. Thought I'd swing by, see the family. Not a bad time, is it?
Oh, no. I was just, you know, tidying I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga. But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
I was just on the phone with Tor. He invited me over.
Sorry. They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in. Not smart to be outside when the sun goes down.
I love the architecture. I always dreamed of living in a haunted Victorian manor.
You say that like it's your first time here.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Rose, if you believe that flimsy excuse, you will believe basically anything. What's the lunchbox? Oh, there it is. You are strong, you are successful, you are confident. I'm confident that I'm not very good at streaming or writing. Ha ha! Got him. Container and point of interest. Okay, so this does it by... It doesn't matter if I've been in the room or not. Cool. Again, this is more just clearing up the map. Okay, so hallway and lounge.
Old gods of Asgard. So Odin and Tor had a band and everything.
A perfect morning for me to drink this coffee I'm holding.
Coffee.
Oh shit, this coffee is shit. Jaakko, did you just drink a regular brand coffee? I did. My perfect morning is ruined. And all because of your shit coffee. If only we could have good coffee. Hey. What? What's that sound? Oh. Ilmo, look, it's the Bright Falls blended organic coffee from Old Deer Diner. Oh, wow. I've heard that the health benefits of this coffee include increased energy, improved eyesight, better lovemaking, and deeper connection to animals. With a thermos full of hot coffee close at hand, you are always prepared for what comes next. How does it taste, Jaakko? I feel like $1 million. Thanks, Old Deer Diner Coffee. Bright Falls Blend Organic Coffee is brewed with care right here in the Pacific Northwest from coffee beans that are sourced locally in Puerto Rico. Try it today at Coffee World and the Old Deer Diner, and don't forget to try the delicious brunch special this month only for Deer Fest.
You know, Puerto Rico. Washington. It's a well-known fact that it's close to Washington. Read that. I want the handgun rounds, thank you.
Oh, thought I'd lost you. Here's some of our residents, or as I like to call them, our little Vikings. Look who swung by, everyone. Norman, clothes.
How had you not noticed
Norman,
he wasn't wearing
visitor.
clothes?
Where are your clothes?
I'm headed back to the sauna with Artie.
Just another day in Valhalla. I should really get back to work, Saga. But feel free to spend some time with Mandy May and Norman here. It's good for them to have company.
I shall, don't worry.
Tor and Odin are here somewhere. Need to find them. Do either of you know where I could find Tor and Odin?
Odin is sleeping upstairs, but your grandpa's been acting crazy. He got electrocuted when he smashed the telephone.
Don't make up stories. Tor went loopy and smacked himself in the head with that hammer he's always carrying around.
Tor is hurt. Something's wrong with him.
Gasp.
Was Tor hurt badly?
He never let go of that hammer when he got electrocuted. It looked like a bolt of lightning hit him. Wham! Zap!
Thank goodness Blum took the hammer away from him. It's not Tor's hammer, no matter what he keeps saying. Blum has his moments, even if he is a Russian.
Mandy May, you can't say stuff like that.
You know what, instead of this, I'm gonna do coffee beans grow in Washington. Apparently, according to caffeinedude.com, you can grow coffee beans in the state of Washington. So there's that. So what can I say? I do be smacking with hammers. I mean, sometimes you've just got to smack something with a hammer.
That's some fascinating network, man.
Preferably not a person.
What's your inspiration?
Oh, I don't know. It is what it wants to be. Taking a break from making those little ornaments for Rose. Do you knit?
I dabbled when I was pregnant. Socks, mittens, the usual stuff.
Oh, how about knitting me some underwear?
One more crude remark from you, Norman, and I'll put this needle in your ear.
I'm promising nothing about not hitting people. Hey, that's fair. Absolutely fair. There's nothing in this room, however. So I need to go in here to... I assume... Yep. Part of the...
This is your home. You don't need to keep clean.
Part of the problem I have with this game, I guess, thinking about it, like, it's just a lingering, niggling issue, is they're going for verisimilitude. And I get that. Like, it's fine. All of the drawers having one thing in them, it's just a bit weird, but it's a game mechanic. I understand that. And it's a horror game, so it's going to be dark, but this room is just so dark.
Take that mop away, but I know you'll just find it again.
Even when you buy a lamp, it's kind of hard to see things.
And you know Mr. Blum doesn't like it when you take his work clothes. Why don't you go pick a song from the jukebox?
Yes, box Holy Ray. Just thinking about it makes my dance foot waggle. Oh, kyllä näin on.
He only has the one dance foot, chat. It's very sad. We don't talk about it. It's very sensitive. Is this from the first game? Ah!
Hello there. Saga Anderson.
Eipä siinä. Name won't make the man worse. Even a Swedish name. I'm Ahti.
Anything good on that jukebox?
We try to do good, but only Prime comes out.
Ahti just shitting on Amazon Prime
my
then.
Swedish brothers, old gods of Asgard. My pals. The perkele Vikings. Perkele.
That tango could be deadly, you're not wrong.
Were you in the band?
Minäkö? No. Perkele saatana, en ollut. Not so much sweet that it fills the whole stomach. But we have shared a stage or two.
Do you know where I could find the Andersons?
Oh, you can never know where. Only a seaman can know that. But even the seaman can't know everything.
Fair enough. Thanks anyway.
So Artie's totally been on... What?
The song
Seven...
revives
When
the
did Control come out? I know I'm very distracted today. It's just a brain issue. That's totally fine, I'm sure. Hopefully it's entertaining nonetheless. 2019. Artie's been on a, at this point, 4-year vacation. I wonder if his vacation will... Well, holiday. I wonder if it will end in time for Control 2.
You said I'd been here before. When was the last time I visited? Let's see exactly what she thinks she remembers.
Oh, it's been years. We were all so sad when you left. After the accident.
Oh, fuck this. My daughter didn't drown. You're remembering wrong. She's at home watching Night Springs with her father.
Mm-hmm.
It's useless. I need to stop the story. Mandy May and Norman said Tor is hurt. Why didn't you mention that earlier?
Oh, you mean the little bump on his noggin? It's nothing. The residents like to exaggerate.
Uh-huh. I need to check Tor's room.
Hey Tor, I hope that's fine with you, but I'm going to come into your room now. Via everyone else's room, of course. I don't know when the last time he went on holiday. It might have been centuries, which means 4 might be nothing. That's true. I mean, what, he was... Gets for a welfare check, it's fine. Artie was discovered in, what, the 50s, I think? I can't remember the date on that note. I think it was the 50s.
Excuse me, miss, but you don't see me barging into your room while you're performing mental and physical strengthening exercises, do you?
I'm sorry,
I
we
thought not.
were you saying something? I was
Sorry.
stealing your pain meds.
Don't mind me.
And now I have to start over.
And if he hasn't had a holiday since the 50s, he's probably owed a fair few holidays.
Odin's in bad shape. He was drunk and watery. Or is this something more serious?
It's about tearing his eye out. Yeah.
Can you hear me, Odin?
A pillow does not look comfortable.
Odin Addison? Can you hear me? I need to ask you a couple of questions. Odin? He's in no shape to talk.
But the game's now like, hey, do the profile thing.
That woman in the painting looks like Mom. Was I born here?
Nothing
Or is
looks
this more of the
comfortable here.
story?
That's fair. Also, this is his room. Like, just his room, but he has 2 beds. I guess that's a sleeping bed and that's a hospital bed that you can raise and lower, I guess. Never mind. I retract my comment. My skepticism.
This is Tor's room.
Talk, because we're friends, I'm not going to judge you on the state of your room.
More moonshine. Was this a drunken rampage?
Why is he allowed to keep the moonshine
This
in
place
his
is a
room?
mess. And Tor's not here. I need to keep looking.
Don't understand. Also, how did he move that? Like, he is an old dude. That is a heavy-looking wooden bed. It's not far from your actual room, except for the drums. Well, you need to fix that, clearly. Moonshine does wonders. That is true. That is true. How could I forget that? And also, it's not just any moonshine. It's their moonshine that they made.
Always dreamed of seeing New York in a fancy hotel.
I believe jump scare incoming.
This will put a smile back on your face, my dear.
Sorry? Hello. I'm Saga.
Cynthia Weaver.
Hi, Cynthia. I'm looking for Tor Anderson. Have you seen him?
Tor. Always poking people with his hammer. Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out for it.
With no sense of up or down.
She's one of them. There must be an overlap here somewhere.
Sells, mate. Hopefully the jump scare did not catch you unawares with my warning. Alright. Pat, mate?
Very old.
I shouldn't
The
interrupt
government
him.
built a bunker here during World War II to watch the ocean for Axis navies and who knows what else. Ever since they sealed the bunker, it's been a hot spot.
I could go for a donut right now.
The Ocean View Motel and
You know, a traditional afternoon snack with 2 donuts and a jar of mayonnaise.
They go there to enjoy their beer and their vapes and electronic cigarettes. Ridiculous. The future.
Pat, why do you
is-
have shotgun shells?
So, the teens
Also, his
would
computer's
drink
not
there,
on.
do other stuff that isn't appropriate content for you listeners at home,
I mean, yeah, donuts sound good right about now, but I'm not sure I'd have them with mayonnaise.
especially during the winter. In the 90s, a group of
Oh, right, the lounge. I had to quick save.
Hesburgh was missing.
And clear out my inventory slightly. May have thought that painkiller bottle was a coffee mug jar. I wouldn't want to eat them with the mayonnaise though. You know, I'll be honest. There's very few things I would eat with mayonnaise. I'm not a mayo fan. Oh, is there? There is.
On greener pastures now.
Where did the shoebox go? There it is. Do you think 65, 70 rounds of hunting rifle ammo is enough, chat? Yeah, plenty of mayo, not with donuts. Yeah, there's just something about it. It's just I don't like it particularly. Like I'll mix it with stuff, but even then, I'd prefer to use salad cream, which has more of a flavor. Mostly the vinegar, I will admit, but still. That's locked for now. Artie's room is locked for now. Drawer I can open in here. This is America. You need at least 1,000 rounds. That's true. That is very true. I don't know what I was thinking asking about such a paltry number. Yeah, Cynthia's door is locked for now. What's the point of interest, and is it active yet? It does not appear to be active right now. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so that's all that. That's all the collectibles in here. So I'm going to go and save. And then we're going to go to Profile Odin, which allows us to get into the Wellness Center, I believe. Actually, knowing I'm going to the wellness center... I think it's time to swap back to the hunting rifle. There we go. Can't be dealing with the enemies in there. You know, the new enemy type that it introduces. Oh, how many deer are left?
4 remaining.
Like I said, I'm not committed 100% to getting all the deer heads this time around, because I've got them all already anyway, and I don't particularly need the supplies.
This mug always cheers me up. Odin's in rough shape. What happened to him?
These are our twilight years. There's darkness in the water. We have our little tricks. And so do you.
What's happening? It's never felt this way before.
You're all grown up, Saga, dearest. And you're back just in time. The forces of darkness are eating away at us. We're too old and weak. You have the power in you, like all Andersons.
What was that? He wasn't a projection. Odin was really here. We were connected. Are they really my family? Is that why this is happening? I found a photograph of you with the cultists. How are you involved?
We're too old for this brand of crazy, but we'll drink with anyone who's offering. The cult's been on our asses to join for years, but we already have our band, and those damn fools don't know what they're dealing with. No wonder they want a pair of legends.
Tor and Odin are not part of the cult. The cult thinks there's something special about Tor and Odin. I'm starting to see it too. I found Wake's clicker. What can you tell me about it?
Cut off from Tom's lamp. It washed to the shore. Good work getting the light switch. The light switch is like an amp. You can play rock and roll without it, but you won't blow anyone away. Art, like Tom's writing, can change the world, but the light switch will crank that change to 11.
The clicker has the power to change the story. To save Logan. This confirms what Wake said. I can't let Scratch get his hands on the clicker. By Tom's writing, Odin must mean Wake.
I mean, the band is literally called the Old Gods of Asgard, as you've pointed out. If that isn't cult enough already, what is?
I've never connected to someone like this in my mind place before. How is this happening?
I was glad to answer your call. Vikings are born travelers. You are a seer. You can see the truth. But your grandpa will want to tell you more himself. Wouldn't want to steal his thunder. Tor is in danger. You can save him.
Is my mind place more than just a mental technique? Sometimes my mind place even baffles me. Is this the reason? Is there something more than intuition behind it? One thing at a time. Tor is in trouble. Once I help him, he can maybe tell me more. You said Tor is in danger. What's going on?
Darkness is drawn to the spark. Tor only thinks with his hammer, never his head. The Prince of fucking Darkness is making a comeback. Tor is marked by darkness. I can feel it. Is he in his room? It wants to take him, and then take me. Beware of Cynthia Weaver. Bad things happen in the Wellness Center. Don't let her drag him under, Saga.
Does Prince of Darkness refer to Scratch? Is Tor becoming taken? I need to find him before it's too late. Stop this before more people get hurt.
Okay.
Saga. Tor. Danger. Find him.
Don't worry, Odin. I'll find him.
Guy's a loud voice. Considering, you know, he's extremely hungover. Okay, it's time to shake down Rose.
What's in the Wellness Center?
Oh, that's where we provide our health services to the residents. We have a rehab facility, dining area, and beds for special round-the-clock care. To stay young, stay limber.
You,
When is Blum gonna do something about these leaky roofs?
Chat. I was obviously distracted during the cutscene, and I can't remember what I'm supposed to do now. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Have I forgotten to do an important caseboard thing?
Tor and Odin might know something about the clicker. With Wake out of reach, this is my best lead.
One of these is going to trigger something important, no doubt.
The clicker makes Wake's writing change reality. Can I trust him with that much power?
Absolutely not, no.
Not sure I have a choice.
Also fair.
Tor is not okay. Something is definitely going on here.
There we go. I thought I had to go to the Wellness Center after talking to Odin, but you have to do this first, I guess. Let's clear all of these out. Is it this one? The cult tried to kill Alan Wake.
Doesn't look right.
Just clearing all of these out now so I don't have them lingering. Watery. Okay. Cult stashes, obviously a whole bunch of them. Really wish it wouldn't move the camera every time. Like, I've got it placed so that I can just put it straight down as quickly as possible, but no, it has to... Okay, that's still glitched. Wonderful. Bright balls. Do I have any more dolls? Right. Clearly designed for a mouse and keyboard interface.
Yeah.
Okay. Watery, 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 and watery. Unsurprising, considering I went around watery last. Oh, sorry. That's the first slot there. So I definitely feel that while I really like the writing and the atmosphere and the world building in the Alan Wake games, Control feels better to play. That's all of them in watery. Fantastic. Okay, now I can talk to Rose to get into the wellness center. That was annoying.
Tor's in the wellness center, isn't he?
No, he's... Well, yes, but you really shouldn't go in there right now.
What if I want to?
I'm gonna need you to unlock the door. This is FBI business.
It's just... There's some things that, Yes, okay. I'll let you in.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, Rose. Right. Go and save the game. So I don't have to do all of the... what is... Oh, I can close the door. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm going to go and save the game. I know there's a save point in the wellness center, but there's one right here as well. So I don't have to do all the caseboard stuff again. And then also probably going to take my wellness break because it's about that time and I could do with a stretch and a snack. So I'm going to go stand at the door to the wellness center and pause the game and then we're going to take a wellness break. And then we're going to come back to the game and do the slightly spookier section of... I think this is possibly my favorite...
Watch out for puddles. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Right. Thanks. That lady is a walking red flag.
She's also dead. Just pointing that one out. Never addressed. Right, so... Oh yeah, this is all just... I do like all the accessibility stuff they put in. I'm trapped in here until I get the bolt cutters though. Grab the map of the wellness center. Thanks for highlighting the computer for me, game. Anyway, right, pause the game. Pause the recording. YouTube, all you've missed is me shouting out the storm that's raging outside and like three words. I apologize for, like, literally, this is the door where I paused the YouTube recording. Tora is excited about something. I'm sorry, Snow's only been able to go short walks. That is probably not great for her. What a gentle horse that needs a lot of walks. Saga, what? Keeps doing something with the torch. It's interesting. Okay, we've got a point of interest, a manuscript page, and a container. Where's the page? There it is.
Tor Anderson had lightning in his
It's the
veins.
owl.
This was rock and roll, baby. That Weaver girl had cast a spell on him. Tor would do anything she'd ask. Tor deserved this. Tor wanted this. She wanted the song. A gift. He had to get it for her. Afterwards, it was too late. Tor swung his hammer in frustration. The spark was gone. Black liquid clogged his mind. A bad trip. Tor fought it. He was strong. He'd never be taken. But the darkness could still drown him. Tor needed to warn someone. It was all happening again. Tom was back. Coming back. Tom would need help too if he was going to make it. But the brothers were too old to stop it this time. Tor had called someone. Someone who could help. The name escaped him. Drowned beneath dark water.
Chat, I promise, if I didn't have to replace my laptop, because turns out Microsoft are dropping security support for Windows 10 in a couple of months' time, and I'd like to have that security support. So if I didn't have to replace my laptop for work purposes, I would have commissioned an artist for an owl, a disapproving owl design for a T-shirt. It's still on the I'd love to do this list, but it will have to wait because I need the upgrade. Also, a newer computer might be able to stream smoother.
He's hurt pretty bad, but he tore off his bandages. Why? Tor was here.
Doc, Rose and me found Mr. Anderson knocked out on floor by phone. Burns on hand, cut on head, was out cold, so brought him here. Been acting strange all week. Take good care, here's VIP. Bloom. Just that, and this is the safe room. Is there anything in here? Are there any boxes? There are. Haha. Handily, right next to the shoebox. Why are my neighbors being so loud again? I've had a good few days of them just being quiet, and now they've apparently decided they don't want to be quiet anymore. I don't need these right now, so we'll just do that. Okay. Oh, right, I need to actually... quick slot. Oh, thank you.
Tor, wait! It's me!
Yeah, nothing in here. Oh no!
Come on!
Where's the TV? I think I need to watch him on the TV, right? I can't remember. Anyway. This way.
Must be locked from the other side.
Oh, that way. remember what to do, chat. Can't remember what, because I can't get to the security room. Boy. Okay. What was that noise coming from?
An electric lock.
Bay
Looks like
Victor!
it's controlled remotely.
By Jove, I've done it again.
By Jove, you in fact have, Sir Ted. Thank you for continuing to inflict suffering on yourself. Where do I go, chat? I can't remember. I don't think that lock is the keypad. It is the key fob. How you doing, Sir Ted? Thank you for the resub and the jump scare, of course. I really appreciate that support. Hopefully you enjoy the mild jump scare every time it happens. Maybe I do have to talk to Rose again. Don't intend to jump scare. Hey, it's just because the alert's so loud. I could turn the alert down, but then if I'm playing a loud game, you can't hear it. So it kind of swings and roundabouts. I don't think I have to go and talk to Rose. I don't think I have to talk to Rose, but I guess I can while I'm here. Never mind, she's gone. Back into the wellness center. Doing good, you guess? Well, that's, you know, that's better than not doing well for certain. So we take that. Anyway. How do I get behind this door? Oh, right, idiot. There's another door out of this room. Don't mind me, chat. Solve the problem. I've been as okay as I can be. Let's put it that way. Too many doors? Pretty much. There's a lot of doors in this building. 2 containers. One is here. And it's empty. One is here. It rains. What I guess, what confuses me, let's say, with all of the effort they've put into verisimilitude in this game, is that you can't turn light switches on.
This door needs a knob.
Don't we all, Saga? Don't we all? Anyway.
A security computer.
It just confuses me that it's not an option. I know it's because it's a horror game and you can't do it in horror games because obviously once you can see the room, it kind of... Hang on, 1 second. I just need the... Oh, right, I need the key first.
The Koskela brothers aren't just in the cult. They're its damn leaders.
Cult of the Tree welcomes you. The day after the next new moon. Oh, that's where it says it. Cool. The day after the next new moon would be... What symbol am I looking for? So 18/7/23.
Needs a password. And a warrant, technically. But hey, desperate times.
No? Did I get that wrong? Hang on. This is a clue as well. Where's the... Oh, there it is. It's really, really hard to see.
He uses European formatting.
Because he's Russian! Yeah? Like, I'm assuming that the next full moon is the one in July. Oh, hang on. When was the date on this letter? Is this letter dated? No. Date after the next new moon, as is tradition. Yeah, July 17th. July's the 7th month. I did this first time. How am I getting this so badly wrong, chat? Hang on. Oh, we're in August. Never mind. Never mind, that's on me. It's 17/8. I figured it out.
And the doors are open.
Doorknob is in the
There's
reception.
Tor, and he's out of his mind. Need to get to him.
It's a bit very reminiscent of RE2. And I'll keep talking about RE2 today. It's kind of what this feels like it's trying to be. Also, so the game is set the 14th of September. Why is the diary open in August? Open to August, I should say. Now I can get to the reception area, but apparently I forgot something in this water closet. Oh, it's behind the door, that's why. Doesn't appear to be anything in it, never mind. Reminiscing about August. Oh, there is something in it. I just can't. Game? Game, please? Please work with me? Maybe reminiscing about August and his, because I can see it, you just can't pick it up without the prompt. And this bag is absolutely in the way. No, the shelf is in the way. There we... No. I want... Chat. I cannot... I want to know why that's clipping through the wall as well, but... It's there, so I'd like to pick it up. There we go. Problem solved. Right, need the doorknob, which is in reception. I know I had a snack during my wellness break, but I am hungry, chat. Doorknob. use the doorknob. Admire the dog in the photo.
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy. He lowered his phone. Mulligan isn't picking up. Yako shook his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton. Ilmo didn't like it. No one was answering the phone at the workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its lights shining in the night. They couldn't wait any longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to. This is our big moment. We watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the shoulder. The brothers donned their masks. The cult of the tree was ready.
And you know it's a cult because they've got cult in the name.
They're all so soft and sad.
And this is where the hunting rifle would be as well, except obviously there's a lot of blood there. I already have the hunting rifle, so, you know, there's that. Okay, now I can go through the previously locked door. That's the notice board. Yep. I am, however, going to go and save first and also drop things from my inventory. Oh, I suppose that's how it gets into that room, is it was in here and then the door opens.
Gale Barrows stared at his chest
Poor
x-ray.
Gale.
It was in his left lung. It felt like a black hole, an opening to darkness. He felt like he was drowning. He coughed and coughed and coughed. So hard his whole body and soul felt twisted and mangled, upside down and inside out. With every cough, the black hole grew bigger. It felt good. It tore him up, but it felt good. Gale was dying. The black hole was sucking everything good out of him. He imagined looking through it, into the darkness. The black hole grinned. Gale couldn't escape its gravity. He worshipped it. Gale sacrificed to it. In blood.
Could he consider not, though? How about that, Gale? What if you didn't? Go here. Right. If there's room in my shoebox, obviously I'll drop some stuff in it. Do I need to? Well, I guess I can move that across. You know, I don't think I need to, actually. Do need to save, though. Right, time to put Gale out of his misery.
Shit!
Not on
Roasted fine.
How do you know Rose did mine? Did you ask her? I having more trouble with him the second time around?
Top 100 American small towns!
These enemies are just incredibly annoying. There we go, Gale's dead. I blew off most of the front of his body. It's gonna use this. You know what? I have another one. I mean, sure, yes, I have the first aid kit, which would have given me a full heal, but I have so many trauma pads at this point. That camera's moving too quickly to really see anything. Might as well go and grab some more ammunition. My rifle. Oh, hey, I mentioned this on my Discord server, and I got an answer, but obviously always happy to take other suggestions as well. My anniversary is coming up in... My Twitch anniversary is coming up in... Affiliate anniversary? April, I think it is. And obviously it should be a community event, because I wouldn't be here without my community. So are there any games that you'd like to see me replay on the channel that I've already played? We've already had a suggestion for the first game on the channel, and I might tweak that to do the second game, because the first game was Temtem.
Need to catch up with Tor.
And that would just be really awkward to replay. There's a Pokemon-style MMO for people who are unaware. Because I could just continue the playthrough I started, except I then put in like an extra 10 hours off-stream for review purposes. The second game I played, however, was a point-and-click adventure game that I could replay quite happily. We could all laugh at Harry again. Sorry, Hori again. But if there's anything else...
This must have been Tor's.
To see me replay? What was the second game? You're down for point and clicks? It's called Apocalypsis, Harry at the End of the World. It is distinctly and thoroughly average. But it has a cool... like 17th century woodcut art style, which is why I bought the game originally, actually. It was the art style. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's on YouTube, so, you know, I could play it again, and then people who particularly wanted to could go and compare the two playthroughs. It also is only about 4 hours long, so like it would be a one and done thing.
Tor Anderson, you come out of here this minute. That water is bad for you. Tor, wait! Cynthia Weaver, I know it's you. This kind of behavior is not okay. Let him go. Tor!
The subtitles went into the overlap.
Damn.
Says Pico, to be fair, unless there's a game that feels kind of iconic to the channel, and maybe Stadium. Hey, look, you want me to play that? There is a perfectly good 20,000 channel point redemption for that. No one has of yet redeemed it, but it's there. I don't know if there is a game people associate with me, is the thing. It's kind of what I was angling for when I asked if there's anything people wanted me to replay. If 26k don't test me. It's there for a reason, okay?
It's 1988.
Ow.
A face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared. The old gods facing something even more powerful. Something harder to define even. Or, changing the perspective, raving lunatics all, caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral, shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
Sorry, that was just rude, really. I said Legend of Kane defies, we get Legend of Kane faster, although World of Myth is good for the channel too. Well, Soul Reaver 2 is the next game up after this, after I finish this. It's rude, yeah, as I say, it was rude taking the wrong eye. The World of Myth is... Yeah, I could do a World of Myth stream. I could do a randomized campaign. Do a randomized legacy playthrough. That's locked until I get the bolt cutters. So I'd be interested to know when the page appears here. Actually, there's no... Interesting. It's not showing up on the map at all.
What was that? Where did Tor go?
Overlap.
What on earth do you mean, Saga? Tor is resting in the wellness center. Remember?
What? We both saw him go into the pond.
Okay.
Are you fucking with me? Or is this the story again?
Now. Let's cool it with the language.
She's clearly lying to me. Why?
Oh, I guess I'll do some profiling. You've twisted my arm, chat. Game.
Rose watched Tor go into the pond. Why is she lying to me?
The secret mission for Alan's #1 fan. The hero will say Wake has returned. We're all characters in his story. Gee whiz.
I'm not his fucking character. But I can use that phrase to make Rose stop lying to me. Wake has returned. Cynthia took Tor.
No, Tor's right there in chat.
When the darkness touches your head, your bookshelf gets shuffled. I put her lamp in the shoebox. What do you call a lamp lady without her lamp?
Is Rose talking about Cynthia or herself? Or both?
Gasp.
Rose. Wake has returned.
Oh my God. You're the hero! You're here to save Alan! I feel so silly for trying to keep you out of the wellness center. I locked Tor and Gale in there after they lost it, and I didn't want you getting hurt. Before I forget, here's the page Wake told me to give you. Oh, and you'll need my keys to get around.
Do you not see the armory I'm carrying around, Rose?
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rescue him.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. Standing there, Saga felt exposed, expecting the shadows to come alive. The needle crackled on the vinyl. The song swelled. Odin had said it was written for her and her mother. Her grandfather's apology. The lamentation of an old man. His heart was broken, sinking into darkness. Odin had said that the song would be a way to know Tor, a way to find him. A light bloomed into the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished into the pond. Saga knew what she had to do.
That's how I got to know Tor.
What happened to Tor just now?
Jokes.
Cynthia took him. Ugh, I knew someone was messing with Tor's head. There's something wrong with the water here. Pipes acting up, black stuff coming out. Cynthia's probably behind that too.
Does Cynthia have any connection to the cult of the tree?
Oh no, she's way too frail for that. But she used to be this town's best defense against the forces of darkness. Well, after Alan. But I guess it finally got her.
Wake is in custody. How have you been in contact with him?
He leaves me messages in funny places, like the newspaper, books. Once he even wrote to me with a cloud. If it's something really important, he tells me in a dream.
Okay. And what does he say to you with these clouds?
Ways I can help him, how I can stay safe, good dinner recipes, ways to kill Taken, lots of stuff. I've been finding some pages of writing lately too, so he must be working on a new book. Exciting.
You need to get the residents out of here. It's not safe.
Oh, this kind of stuff rolls right off their backs. They've lived very rich lives. Very resilient. But I already told everyone to wait at the designated muster point on the front porch. We run drills every few months. I'm so proud of them.
I'm impressed by how prepared you are.
We're pretty used to this kind of thing.
You're the one leaving those Alex Casey lunchboxes around, aren't you?
Guilty. They were the only Alan-related containers I could find online. He told me to destroy the Taken around town, and I needed some way to stash my gear. I even recruited Mandy May to make knitwork decorations to mark the sites. The stashes are for you, too. You being the hero and all.
Thanks. I already have been. Wake tells you how to kill Taken?
Oh, sure. You're the hero, so you must know all about it. All you need is a strong light, and then your conventional methods of extreme violence. Simple stuff. The tough part is hiding the bodies.
I honestly don't know how to react to this.
Just doing my part, sister.
It's a good thing Saga knows about the Taken, because Rose just admitted to serial killing.
The page mentions a
To
missing
an FBI
record.
agent.
Do you know where it is, Odin?
Driven by passion, raging like a storm. Your grandfather made the song to apologize. To your mother, Freya, and to you. Tor's like a storm. Your mother did the right thing, leaving with you. Even if it broke your grandfather's heart. And mine. Listen to the song, Saga. It's all there. Tor only had one record made. He keeps it in the museum.
Odin knows my mom's name. He's saying my mom took me away when I was still a baby. Plausible. Stay on task. The record is in the museum.
Some of the writing is a little hand-holdy. Okay. Yeah, I'm still intrigued about that when the manuscript page appears. Oh no, I need bulk just for that. No, apparently I don't.
I need something to cut this.
I really do, game. Oh. I think that icon is in the wrong... The locked door icon is in the wrong place. There There was something else I can do, right? Yes, the basement stuff. Which I know I need to come into the basement later, but I'll just clear it out now. Poor Blue. Got a knife in his eye. Oh, actually, I think with the key fob I can do everything that I need to in here.
I can't get through this.
It's locked from the other side. I just like interacting with them to... I know it's on the map already, it's just a habit. Buy more fuses, many more crappy old equipment, keep blowing them.
Wheeler used to be the agent of a manic-depressive celebrity writer, Alan Wake. Wake had various addictions on his back. An on-off death wish. Wheeler had seen a thing or two. Wheeler paid a lot of money for a good shrink. Got himself convinced that all the nightmares he'd seen leading up to Wake drowning himself were just his imagination. PTSD. Now we had pills to keep the shadows from his sleep. But the Andersons were something else. The nightmares were starting to creep in again. Or maybe it was the drugs in the air. Wheeler hoped it was the drugs. The Andersons were so old. Vampires. After every gig and the party that followed, took them weeks to bounce back. And they never did completely. Each time Wheeler expected them to croak.
Good old Knife-Eye, yeah. Barry, you know. Soul of the party over there. Yeah, so I'm doing all this now because I'm pretty sure it gets bad in here when the fuse breaks and I need to replace it. I know this is technically the slowest thing to be doing, but equally it just... time wasted now will save me time later. And then... that's locked, isn't it?
Can't be opened on this side.
Oh, that's just permanently locked, huh? Interesting. I've got to go that way anyway. Code's in the laundry room. I have to imagine that this isn't flooded normally and doesn't flood that often, because there's a lot of stuff in here that water damage would just absolutely destroy.
Emmett Elwood had had enough. All his life, he'd been surrounded by the same small-minded, impolite, ignorant people in town. Their endless gossip, their nose-picking, chewing food with their mouths open, not washing their hands after visiting the restroom, and touching things. Touching everything.
How dare you touch things,
The
chap?
world was going to hell. He'd watched day after day how all the nice things in life in Bright Falls were spoiled and ruined forever. There would be a just and terrible reckoning. Emmett had imagined many times how he'd make them pay. He had lovingly tended his anger, made it grow hotter. It was out in the open now. Ugly and slobbering, they reached at him with their unwashed hands. He'd beat them down, beat them until they no longer moved. And then he'd wash his hands with a strong antibacterial disinfectant.
Oh no. Oh no. Actually, chat, if you're going to touch something, why not touch that subscribe button? Or follow. You know, that works too, I guess. Oh yeah, that's about Tom Zane and Bob the Jagger arriving. Where's the laundry room chat?
Is this something they watch on movie night? That looks just like Casey. What the hell is going on?
Trailer for You and You. Bit wet in here. Oh, well, someone really likes You and You. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's that. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, another manuscript page
Cynthia
game.
Weaver had always kept her lantern close. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed. Cynthia Weaver hated being old. She'd been a doer, a fighter. Now the bathroom frightened her, afraid she'd break her hip, like Norman. Cynthia had always kept her lantern close, to hold the darkness at bay. "Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it," Cynthia said. "This will put a smile back on your face, my dear," a voice said. A man's voice. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. The light bulb had blown. She meant to replace it days ago. How could she forget? She had slipped getting out of the tub. She lay in the tub now. She lifted her hand. It looked wrong. Too many hands. In a black void with no sense of up or down, she was underwater. A dark shape pushed her down. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed. It came out in bubbles.
No, no, Cynthia. Splash, 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 splash. The way this is set up, like, I'm wondering if you come in here when you're supposed to, when you actually need the fuse. 273. I wonder if something chases you. Or if they're just playing on that fear of something chasing you in this area.
A fuse. Could come in handy.
Shut up, Cynthia. You know what? I guess I'll keep everything. Oh, good news is, chat, by the way. I'm over halfway through the writing contract, so should only be a few more weeks of the of 2 streams a week, and then I can go back and add the add that extra day back into the schedule. This way. For those who want that extra day of Bubbles content. I don't know why no one would want that, but it's there. It'll happen. Right. New page.
Odin Anderson stirred in his bed, his vision hazy, smudged. He felt weighted down by an ocean of dark water. Through the haze, he made out Saga. Odin felt useless. He wished he could tell Saga how his silly faces made her smile when she was young. Too young to remember. Odin used to joke that Thor was her grandfather, but he was the Allfather. He smiled at the memory. Odin was the kinder of the Anderson brothers. Thor lacked patience, more volatile. The brothers fought a lot, but they were inseparable. Now Thor was missing, dragged into darkness. Odin could feel it. Time was running out for both of them.
Time is running out. Do you want me to go and talk to the old folks by the door, by the way? I'm running up to save. Because now everything happens in the house. So. But if anyone in chat particularly wants me to go and talk to the old folks, I will do. They were an amusing side conversation. I'm here. Apparently, I can put you out of your misery if you want me to, but I won't. Okay, now that I have the key fob, I believe I can open everything upstairs. Oh, yes, and this when I go to Cynthia's room, the power cuts out, I believe. To Artie!
Do you know anything about the Cult of the Tree?
Yes, yes. He who reaches for a spruce tree will stumble into a juniper. Bloom was one of them. He has kicked empty. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. But I like his shoes.
He's got a knife in his eye. You probably wouldn't like that.
How did you know Blum was part of the cult?
Oh, Fox never runs out of tricks. He's a crazy man, and he will show his ways. Bloom like to talk.
I guess that's all we can hear from Artie. Obviously, Gale's dead, so take his stuff. Hey, Kiwi, how you doing? I regret to inform you that you are the fake Kiwi of this stream.
Wheeler set up a foundation with the sales of their greatest hits album. He used the cash
thank you
to
for the
build a
reminder.
nursing facility. The old men deserved it. An old manor in Bright Falls. Wheeler hired a contractor to have it refitted as an old folks' care home. At this point, Wheeler felt good about himself. He had a heart of gold. No need to feel guilty. Wheeler left the work to the contractor and returned to New York City. He had done his part. It was time to turn over a new leaf. The contractors figured out Wheeler was gone for good. They took the money and ran. When the fall rains came, the leaks started appearing.
You have a meeting with HR. Is a good meeting or a bad meeting? Because if it's the bad one, maybe sleep. It's what, 4:15 in the morning for you? Is that everything in Gale's room? Bad. Oh no. That is everything in Gale's room. I guess rather than deal with the Cynthia Weaver stuff right now. 6? Oh, I went the wrong way. Dang it! Time zone conversions. I don't know why I always subtract 1 instead of plussing 1.
Angus Remorse. This is the one. But it's gone. Cynthia has the record. She will tell me where to find it.
Again, this is all just to clear out the map marker. Go and talk to the old folks. But anyway, bad meeting. At least you know it's bad and are prepared for it, I guess. It could be worse. You could just be ambushed. Apparently I forgot to pay for 1 or 2 things on your last shift and they're taking it as theft. That just seems like they're looking for trouble.
Is there anyone who didn't show up?
A few. Artie, Gil, Cynthia.
If they aren't here by now, then they aren't coming. It's important to be punctual. On that topic, I'd like to point out that our nightly decaf coffee service is almost half an hour behind schedule.
Well, Gale's dead, so he's not coming.
Have any of you noticed anything odd about Ms. Weaver?
Just that Tor won't leave the poor woman alone. That brute wants one thing, and one thing only.
Cynthia's gotten downright bossy.
Take a swim in the pond, Norman. Drink some water, Norman.
Well, no one tells Norman MacDonald what to do.
Apparently when that includes put clothes on. Guessing looking for a reason to get rid of you. It kind of really does seem like that. I'm sorry to say. What can I say of a one-track mind?
You all
Fair.
should stay out here a while. Until it's safe.
I'm happy to get out of that house. Isn't it strange that I've lived in Bright Falls my whole life and I can't remember this building?
The house has always been here, Norman. Remember when that poor Nora girl drowned in the bunker? Those Andersons got it so cheap because it's haunted. You get what you pay for.
Hello there. Are you Pat Maine from the radio?
That's me. And you're the federal agent everyone's been talking about. Would you have time for an interview at some point?
Oh, sorry. I'm kind of in a hurry right now. Love your show, though. Very informative.
Thank you. Never compromise on quality. That's my motto. We'd be happy to have you on the show anytime, me and my listeners.
Would I get some free Davis family beef jerky? Either way, I'm in the second stage of an interview for another job. So yeah, it's kind of an academic point, really. But congrats on getting to the second stage of interviews. That's always a big thing.
Mandy May, are you all right? You're bleeding.
Let's have a heck yeah for Kiwi and chat.
Oh no, Mandy May. Oh no!
Oh, don't be a crybaby, Norman. It's nothing. I just poked my finger knitting this monster of a blanket.
Or did you stab Bloom in the eye with a knife? One of the two.
Rose Marigold left these lunchboxes for me. Alan Wake apparently told her to.
Thanks, Dor.
I guess I owe her one.
Like, just, you know, what's the point in having a community if we can't build each other up? That's what I always think. Okay, that's glitched. Okay, they just disappeared. No real reason. Is that here?
Doesn't make sense.
Nope. There we go. That's that. Oh, please also complete some of it. Yes.
Figured all this out already.
Yeah, I did.
So this goes here, and that goes there.
My brain had precisely one wrinkle.
I already took care of all this.
Going back to the video feed in the Wellness Centre being dated in September, the calendar on the wall only went up to August.
Tor disappeared into the pond. It's another overlap. Has to be. How do I get inside?
Oh yeah, Kiwi, I work weekends and it's brutal. So I'm completely behind you getting your weekends back. If possible. Okay.
The page says the record will open the overlap. Or is the page predetermining it? Am I just playing into the story?
The answer, Saga Anderson, is very bisexual. The answer is both. Okay, that's that cleared up. Time to save. Oh, I need to profile. How could I forget? You can't see it, chat, but the profiling symbol is was very prominent behind the jar of shame.
Anger's remorse is missing. Who took it?
Our shame becomes the pale horse. Oh, Tor, bro. Tor's love for you is in that song. That's why Cynthia wants it, to ruin him. She made Tor lust after her. We fought one scratching hag years ago. Now he's fallen for another, and we might lose him for good. One less Anderson.
That isn't going to happen. Cynthia has torn the overlap. Anger's remorse is the key to get there. I need to make Cynthia reveal its location.
For those who are interested, there's a... 1 second. I need to sneeze. There's another trailer out for the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender series ahead of its release next month, and I'm glad Fire Lord Ozai's costume does not include anything on the top half of his body.
Cynthia targeted Tor
I can
specifically.
be very shallow sometimes.
Why him?
Thanks, Kiwi.
Deal with a nasty Anderson fellow. His heart was broken. Cancelled. Leaks started appearing. It was too late. Shut her out of her own case.
The dark presence is using Cynthia to keep me from talking to Tor.
Also, Angel and I watched the trailer for the Bad Batch Series 3 yesterday, and I got extremely excited that Asajj Ventress is in it. Who I thought was dead, but I guess they're retconning that.
Where is Anger's remorse
She died
now?
in a novel.
He is a young girl in love. A rock and roll cliche. The shadows to come alive. A gift. An on-off death wish.
She has the record. I can get it out of her.
Some rivers are shallow, some deep. Look, sometimes I'm just saying it's nice to appreciate someone's physical side. Like, I'm not shallow. Like with people, this is just plain aesthetic appreciation, let's say.
Anger's remorse.
I do like to get to know people.
Where is it, Cynthia?
Before forming attachments and things.
Drowned beneath dark water. Too many hands. The bathroom frightened her. Cut short. She screamed. An old folks' care home.
Record in the bathtub beneath the body channel. It's connected.
The Anger's remorse record is in Cynthia's room. In her bathtub.
I wonder if it's Cynthia's body in the bathtub in the overlap. In the dark place. Don't need to justify anything to you. I know I don't need to, but I feel like because I have a platform, however small it is, I should clarify that, you know, it's better to get to know people and stuff, rather than just reducing them to how they look.
A bathtub. A pond.
Don't objectify people. That's what I was trying to say. I couldn't think
There's
of the
a theme
word.
here.
That was painful to hear. I'm so sorry.
Cynthia took the record, and I brought it back.
I guess caveat: if the person you're objectifying agrees with it, that's fine. But beyond that, don't do it. It's bad. Right. Jump scare warning.
Damn lights.
Told you.
No use crying in the dark place. What has been has gone. But trouble doesn't look like this. You can go to the basement and check the generator. But look out. You can never know in which tree the devil sits.
The basement. Thanks.
Yes. Yeah, so I just... Well, because it's something to talk about while I run through these encounters. I feel like... Shut up. Not enough... I feel like some of the drama that happens online is purely because content creators, influencers, whatever, don't necessarily acknowledge or recognize the privilege of their position to sway people's opinions. I heard that. Don't mind me. Right, it's in here. Slam that in there.
Power's back on.
Do a quick save.
Shit. Careful, Saga.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's something this Bloom's body is still there. Something's supposed to chase you through that sequence.
The residents were restless.
I don't care about the restless residents. They're in my way.
Restless.
You pushed too away. She was underwater.
Right, there we go. That's that problem. But hey, what do I know? Who am I to be really talking about acknowledging privilege in platforms? I'm a white, male-presenting person on the internet.
A dam? Was Cynthia into civil engineering?
No, she was not. That's like, it's not that Cynthia just thought this might be a nice view. Nah, she's just really into dams. She's a damsel in distress. I'll be here for another hour. Well, less than an hour at this point. Oh, this is new.
Lost on the shore between the forest and the ocean, the owl and the deer reflected in motion. In his room, he will hurt her. In hers, he is caught. His story ends. Her story does not. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone.
So I'm assuming, so in his room, he will hurt her, I'm pretty sure it's the writer's room. And in hers, he is caught, I think is just like jail. Or it could be Alice, I guess. Trapping Alan to help lead him on. On a side note... Oh, yeah, he does seem like great casting for Uncle Iroh. It's fantastic casting. She is, however, an agent of civil disengineering. She is, that is true. She has decided to start breaking stuff.
A power station. Everyone needs a hobby, I guess. A lantern. Was Cynthia using it for protection?
I think that's just her model from the first game.
Did she know about the Dark Presence? I feel like I'm missing some context here. I'm guessing the woman in this photograph was not Cynthia's favorite. Tor's a romantic, huh?
For a very special woman, T.
The Dark Presence uses people's memories, their fears to corrupt them.
Your partner is very lucky that you're a romantic.
Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming.
He had it coming. He had it coming. Etc., etc., etc.
Cynthia Weaver smiled. Lost without her lantern? Nonsense. Cynthia felt as giddy as a young girl in love. Cynthia had loved Thomas Zane. Tom only had eyes for Barbara. Barbara was bad news. Tom had seen it in the end. Cynthia had been there to comfort him. And when he left, Cynthia waited. Years of waiting. Now Tom had come back to her. They'd be together now. See the world. She'd always dreamed of seeing New York. They were there now in a fancy hotel. She drew a bath. She would become like Barbara. No, better. She sank into dark water. Into Tom. Tom had enemies plotting against him. Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming. Anything for Tom.
Everyone's romantic, and that's totally fine. Sorry, I've got a weird thing. I've just seen while that was playing out that Time Out Travel has announced Liverpool, has titled Liverpool as the 7th best city to visit in the world. So that's cool. Obviously, it's because I'm here.
Anger's Remorse by Old Gods of Asgard. I need to play it in the jukebox.
I'm sorry. How dare I keep trying to do the map through a jump scare? So I'm sure I should start planning your next extended holiday. Yeah, you should. Absolutely. Spooky music times. Spooky music. You know what? Sure. Let's take care of this profiling thing. 'Cause the symbol being stuck in the bottom left is annoying.
Cynthia was close to someone named Thomas Zane. Who is he?
Tom was back. Tom had enemies. In a fancy hotel. Just his imagination. The nightmare started to creep in. Cynthia Weaver smiled.
An old flame. Maybe Tom was taken.
Imagine, Saga, if you had some sort of mobile communications device in your pocket that you keep using, so presumably it has signal, and you could check who Tom Zane was. Your fingers are messed up. Get up, Saga. I'm sorry, do you not care about any of the damage I'm dealing to you? Apparently the answer to that question is hell no.
Sacrificed. Gold. Or so then.
That took a lot of ammunition. The muzzle brake is doing weird things in the torchlight. Interesting. I guess if it's something that is added via a manuscript page. It gets stuck.
Your fest was just around the corner.
It's alright, I'll take getting hit with a throwing axe in exchange for being able to shoot them. Right. Now that problem is dealt with. Before I go in to sort out the overlap ritual. Let's just pop some painkillers. Chug, 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 chug. Don't know why I said it like that, but okay. We'll just put a fresh box there. Grab some more flares. Just take one of those. And I think I'm good. Chug, 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 boo boo. I haven't watched Yogi Bear in years. I don't know why some things just stick with you. Right. I'm not sure if their fingers... Oh, are they bandages that would kind of like long and... I don't know if their fingers were messed up or if they had bandages on. Something was going on, and I wasn't a big fan of it.
The song will show me the way.
Look in the mirror.
Okay.
The overlap is at the pond.
I'd listened to the song, but I believe I did it last time. It's on YouTube anyway. Right, this was my least favourite of the three bosses, so this will be fun. And there's no map of this area. So I'll actually have to poke all the corners and things. God, chat, can you imagine? I have to play the game properly. What is this? Probably should not carry the long rifle in such cramped quarters. Ocean View Hotel and Spa.
What are you doing? Help me, please.
This isn't real. Fuck this place.
You said it, Saga. Pretty sure it was just don't go in any of the side passages. Yeah. Please. The batteries?
Like cats. Was big.
I really don't care for the combat engine. Like, I've used 3 charges on this one Taken because of the way it 4 charges because of the way it handles everything. For those who have not been here for a few streams, I bought an automatic firing mode for my pistol. Although I probably could just spam this trigger as well. Well, may as well. Nope, don't turn that out. The muzzle brakes doing weird things again.
The wall just disappeared. The light did that?
Really, Saga? That... You've been solving light-related puzzles for, what, the past 24 hours-ish? That's what... okay. Or dealing with the magic powers of light, anyway.
Destroy the only way.
But yeah, there's just something wrong with how it feels wrong, and as you saw, it doesn't seem to work properly. The flashlight boost. Maybe it's just me, but it doesn't go where the crosshair is.
It's a loop, like the others. I need to reach the center.
It makes it a spiral, Saga.
Cynthia. She's here.
Beware the drowned lady.
It was too late.
It's really weird because the combat in Control was really snappy and responsive, and I get this is a horror game, and you know it's slowed down to make it more tense. But yeah, just something about it feels like they dialed it down too far. This is a loop as well, I believe. Yeah. Oh wait, no.
Oh, back here again.
That's where I went in. Sorry, chat, I've got to find the right door to walk through. Please bear with me. Congratulations, whoever just won 5 points in the jump catch game. Don't think I found this room last time. Oh no, maybe I did. Seems like the way I'm supposed to go. Anything tucked away back here? No, there is not. No, it's just a small room with some supplies in it. That's pretty cool. Have to remember to check this for on the next loop. Or spiral, I guess. Rotation.
Locked. The key has to be nearby.
I don't know, found my way out of the puzzle area. Oh my god, game, please. Why are you so awkward to control? Right, I need the key because it gets me the bolt cutters, which gets me through that gate. I don't need those, but I'll take them, sure, why not? I wish the game did a Dead Space and it gave you ammunition for the weapons you're carrying. Right, anyway. There's the key. Turn that off so I get the cabinet back. Now I can take the bolt cutters. You know what's nice about this cabinet? The only thing I have to do to open it is solve a slight puzzle. Don't have to deal with Marguerite Baker's spider children. Have to burn them off. Okay.
What was on their cards?
You have no torso left. That was annoying. Said it before, I'll say it again. I hate random damage values in games like this. It wasn't fun when they did it in the Resident Evil remakes. It's not fun here. I think we're good. Further on and further in, chat. Nope. I forgot that it takes Saga a moment to pull the torch out after stepping away from the ladder. So I pressed B to pull the torch out, just as she pulled the torch out, which translated into press B to put the torch away. How dark is it? Yeah, I could navigate by turning the brightness up, but
Writing a story.
no reason not to use the torch.
Back again.
The
Gotta go
water's high.
deeper.
Please. Is it me, or is the item pickup prompts jankier than they were before they patched all the stuff out that was bugged? I don't remember it being this bad originally.
Stop now!
No. Right, here we are.
Tor!
Where are you? Can you hear me? It's so dark. Oh, I'm sorry, kiddo. The hag tricked me.
Tor, I'm here! I'm coming!
God, where was it I need to go? It's all the way over there, I think. I can't remember when I need to start using these platforms, so I'm just erring on the side of caution. Did I mess up by not pushing the button?
I need to get the lights on to reach him.
Because I'm pretty sure that should be open. The one time I tried to get ahead of an objective. It's the one time it's scripted that I have to do the thing, I guess. Yep, absolutely is.
You took Tor. I'm here to take him back.
No, the duck.
Saga! So damn dark down here. I'm underwater.
Yeah.
Trapped me.
Yeah, the doors are open.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Shit!
I can't see a way out.
Okay, so now this time I know that it's just a loop. Yeah, that's what I thought. If I go around it enough in the right direction, I'll get to where I need to go.
I gotta get out of the water.
I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, see? Very, very short timer.
I can't stay in the water.
No, that's why I'm not.
There must be a way to get the power back on.
She's coming.
I found it, chat. Turns out it's very simple when you're doing it. You know, when you're actually doing the thing. And don't overthink the problem.
I'm not leaving you here, Tor. Hold on!
Oh god, yeah, you have to go the long way back, don't you? Why? Oh wait, no. We're good. Almost phase 2 of the fight. Interesting. I'd already opened that. I guess it's maybe it's a different. I don't know why that closed, and I could reopen it.
It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing.
Right, chap. Let's get frustrated together.
I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Bring it, Cynthia. Where is she? I died, but I couldn't fall over, so... Oh boy. I thought maybe standing where I was standing, I don't think the wave was hitting me. I think it was just the darkness projectiles. Which, in hindsight, I realise Alan takes reduced damage from those, not Saga.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Go over somewhere over here, I think.
Saga was trapped in a horror story.
Okay, Saga. She dead? Did I second try the Cynthia Weaver fight? Thank the maker. It's an awful boss fight.
You again. The FBI. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Where are you? Is this coming from the dark place when you were still trapped? I have the clicker. We can finish this.
Not the clicker. You can help. You must find it.
I already have it. I can get it to you. But I have to understand. Did you write Logan into the story?
Lad's in danger. I need to get back. I'm writing a story. It's the only way.
Then change the story.
If this is the past, if this is you still in the dark place, then you can do that, right? You cannot write her in. She's my daughter, goddammit! Logan is in the story. I can get him to change it. I have the clicker. I'll make him change it now. He had no right to do this to Logan. To my family. Tor!
Oh, fucking hell.
Are you okay?
You took your sweet time to come save your grandpa, huh?
Nice attitude. A family trait?
You're right. sorry. Thanks for helping out an old bastard like me.
That's my job. Now, I've got some questions for you.
Of course you do, sweetie pie. And I got answers.
Look in a mirror, the cobweb.
He's got answers, chat. We don't have questions. I guess Saga has questions.
We need to talk.
Damn right. Lots for me to explain. But not here. The night's got ears. We can have our talk in your head. You have a room there, right?
How do you know about that?
I'm your grandfather. What don't I know?
Probably quite a few things. I don't know. That's the page. Maybe this is a different instance of the map, which is why this page didn't appear on the other map.
When Cynthia Weaver was downstairs at breakfast, Rose snuck into her room. With all the lamps in the room, it took her a while to find the one with an angel. Luckily, the dream Alan had sent her had been very clear. Rose was certain that Cynthia would not miss one lamp. She had so many. Tonight, Rose would put the lamp in a shoebox and let it sink into the garden pond. That's what Alan wanted. That's how she could help him. The thought made her whole body buzz with joy. Cynthia knew the lamp was missing the very moment she came back to her room. She was overcome by grief. It had been Tom's lamp, one of the few things that reminded her of him. It had not worked in a long time with the cord severed and the light switch gone. But there are other kinds of lights than the ones we can see. The invisible light of the angel lamp had held Cynthia together all these years. With tears welling in her eyes, she didn't see the shadows shifting in the corners of her room.
Oh no. Oh no. Right, so I know I need to do profiling to progress the game with Tor. So I'm going to go and save, and we'll have to do that on Friday because I've just noticed the time. Oh, am I not allowed to? Wow. Okay.
Lots of work left to do.
I guess I will do it now and then save after.
You know about my mind place? How is that possible?
We all have the power. Find the truth. Damn right I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lies. Past this bullshit horror story. Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
It's true. I am a seer. I have a power. My mind place is more than I thought it was. This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts. Is this why I know the truth about Logan? While everyone else forgot?
Maybe.
I have the clicker. Can I use it to save my daughter?
An amp. Get your guitar roaring and your drums crashing. Blow reality's eardrums. Just the light switch isn't enough. It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it. After that's done, he can flick that switch to bring the whole thing home, baby.
I can't use the clicker without Wake. Tom. Meaning Wake. He needs to rewrite the story first. I can't stop the horror story without him.
Let's probably go and find him then. Also, chat, please note, you can't use the D-pad to move between the profiling index cards. You have to use the left stick.
You said you were my grandfather.
It's cool.
If that's true, why wasn't I told about you?
You were part of our fucked up family, way before this horror story. I was a shitty fucking dad to Freya. Your mom didn't deserve that. Not one bit. Things were said and done. Not a day goes by I haven't regretted it. But that fucking father of yours didn't make things any easier. I know Freya is gone. So I need to apologize to you. I am sorry, Saga.
I can see he's sorry. Mom said she didn't want anything to do with my grandfather. And that my father died before I could remember. It all matches. Tor and Odin aren't part of my family. Mom wouldn't talk about my father. You knew him?
Some doors are better left closed. Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past. I won't lose mine. With Logan. With David. I won't stop until they're safe. You said you were a shitty father
Just
to
want
my
to
mom.
save the game, chat.
Is that why she left?
Freya never looked back. My girl was strong. Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side. Odin and me did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense. She raised you right. Kept you safe. I'm not surprised she didn't tell you about the Anderson power.
She was always protecting me. Whenever I told my mom about my mind place, she called it make-believe. I wish she'd been more honest with me.
Ethical gaslighting? Question mark?
At least towards the end.
Okay, right. Go and use the bolt cutters here. I need to use the bolt cutters to get out, but I just need to go and save. What? Why is there a run? Okay. Well, I guess I'll take it. Boy, did I make a mess of the rec room. Was that there before? I can't remember. Anyway, I
The
just go and
FBC
save.
is holding wake at the sheriff's station. I need to make Agent Estevez understand. They have wake and I have the clicker. We have to work together to stop this. Casey. Do you read me, Casey?
Probably
Damn
not.
it. Where are you, Casey? He better be okay. Focus, Saga. Get to the station. To wake.
At some point, I might go back to the crossbow. No, I've got, what, 20 bolts for it? But I'm still making my way through the hunting rifle ammunition that I picked up. Put that there, why not? Oh, need to reload the pistol. Because I'm in... Oh, I'm in a safe hub area now. I can't reload. Dang it. I'll have to remember to reload next time, because it is the end of the stream. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you've watched this live, thank you so much for watching, for tuning in live. If you watch this VOD, thank you for seeking out this video and watching it, or accepting YouTube's recommended algorithm. Either one works for me. If you've enjoyed it, please do consider following me on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube, or even subscribing on Twitch. If you have more money than sense, my throne wish list is in the video description, as is my Ko-Fi page. I think the Ko-Fi page is there. But that is it. Until next time, please do stay safe, healthy, and wholesome. Pet your pets, some of the good pets. Much love to you all. Goodbye.